Welcome to INFINTECH, where decision makers connect. INFINTECH is organized by Logate, your painless vendor for digital journey, in partnership with MasterCard, empowering connections, shaping tomorrow.
It is a great pleasure to be here. So we are going to talk about AI that everyone talks about, but we'll try to make it a bit more tangible. So we will not talk about AI in general, but we are going to talk about how it changes mortgage operations. We selected this topic because it's a pain for most banks. So it's costly, time-consuming, a lot of manual efforts, and customers hate it. So we believe it's a very right spot to prove what AI can do. This session is going to have 3 parts. In the first 5 minutes, I'm going to talk about the solution. Then we are going to show you the demo. And then we are going to have a fireside chat with one of our customers. So let's get started. So very briefly on the company, very briefly. So we are an AI provider for banks. We started relatively early, and because of that, we are one of the leaders in Europe. We have more than 200 people working on agentic AI. We work across Europe. We have scaled live solutions, but we are a Hungarian company. So for us, this region, these countries, and these banks are of utmost importance. So about the solution itself. If we can move to the next slide. Oh, great. So what I'm going to show you is an AI agent. Does anyone know what an AI agent is? Can you please raise your hand if? Amazing, okay. So it's an artificial intelligence that it's able to perform a very specific and complex task, and it can do it autonomously. So in our case, this is going to be a mortgage agent, which is able to handle a complex mortgage case in minutes. That's the process that typically takes a bank weeks. The way it works is that we have the AI agent core. This is where we teach each and every bank's specific rules, documents, workflows. So basically how you would teach a new employee coming into the mortgage operations. So we teach the same. Then it's able to process your documents, it's able to connect to your systems, to your databases. So essentially it's able to do what essentially human employees can do on a higher accuracy. So if we move to the next slide. Perfect. So why is it important? So what we see that once it's deployed, it basically can make mortgage origination instant. So instead of, as I said, in some cases 20 days, 25 days, you can do instant mortgage origination, which means a very strong improvement in time to yes, a very strong productivity increase, and we also see that it typically leads to a volume growth as well because of the unique offering. And actually, I believe it makes more sense if I show you the solution itself instead of talking slides. So if we can switch to the demo itself, that would be perfect. Okay, so what you see is a front end that your operations people use. It can be a loan officer, it can be an operations colleague, it can be a risk analyst. So what we did is we uploaded a mortgage application. It contains around 100 pages. It has all the documents related to real estate, so energy certificate, floor plans, etc. All the documents related to the financial history, literally all the documents. So it should arrive soon. Yes, it arrived. So then your loan officer clicks on, okay, let's review the case. And once the click is there, the AI agent starts to work. It understands the documents, it identifies if something is missing, it checks for inconsistencies, it analyzes the financial situation, it analyzes the real estate. It's like it literally does everything that humans are doing as of today. And once it's being deployed, then your operation people don't need to review the whole pack. The only thing they need to do is to double check the issues where the AI agent said that we should communicate to the client or we should make a decision. So your loan officer will click on, let's check my tasks. And these are the tasks that requires human intervention. So if you see in the very first one, it says that there is an inconsistency on the IT card and in the application form. But your loan officer needs to trust the system. So it wants to understand why the AI agent suggested that there is an issue. So they click on review. And then on the left-hand side, the AI agent explains that why believe there is an issue and bring the proofs on the right-hand side. So as you see, the agent says that in the address card, the address is a bit different from the application form. And then your customer or loan officer clicks on the picture. You see this yellow box, it's called bundling boxing, so we identify for the loan officer what to review. So now we can see that here it's Balzac Street with a capital B, and he checks, or she checks then the application form itself, and you see it's Balzac with a small b. So even these nuances can be very easily identified, and it's super important that the AI agent explains what it did, because then it makes review to become an instant and very easy activity. Then your loan officer can say that, okay, I agree or disagree with what the AI agent suggested. For the sake of easiness, we'll say that we agree with what the AI agent suggested. And let me show you another rule, a bit more complex one. So as you see, the AI agent says that in the real estate purchase agreement, something is wrong. So let's click and see what's wrong. Actually, going through a real estate purchase agreement typically takes 30 to 60 minutes in a typical bank. This is how much the process is allocated. And the AI agent, actually, we taught the AI agent that what rules needs to be checked, and it's able to go through each and every contract and review that. So again, there is a high likelihood that your loan officer wants to review what the AI agent suggested. If you can make it a bit bigger, maybe that's easier. If not, then that's fine. So what you see that, for instance, it needs, like, your loan officer needs to understand whether it is guaranteed in the contract that the real estate is claim-free. This is what we call a semantic rule, and this is what an AI agent can actually review, find the relevant articles within the contract, identify if there is an issue, and actually come up with a good version. And you can have all other rules. So in a typical mortgage case, we identify between 500 and 1,000 rules. This is what humans are doing. This is why it's really, really painful. So again, your loan officer can agree or disagree. For the sake of easiness, again, we agree. And it identified other issues, such as gambling activity in the transaction history, etc. I will not show you that. What I would like to show you that, so because of that, human activity is becoming AI validation and providing a human touch and personalized communication to your customers. So dealing with the interesting and very valuable stuff. But you are a bank, so maybe the central regulator comes and wants to see that, okay, what exactly happened on this case. So actually, you can double-check each and every data point that has been extracted from the loan document, and you actually can double-check each and every rule that has been analyzed in the same manner. You don't need to do that while you do the origination, but actually when the regulator comes and wants you to see, you can show that to you. And actually, the flow ends in a communication way. So if there is an issue with the mortgage pack, you need to tell to the client. So the communication is drafted. So the email is there, the real estate agreement is there, everything is there. So to sum it up, we see that banking operations will change a lot. That's the next era, the agentic AI era, where humans will really focus only on the highly valuable tasks, and they are going to become validators of AI models. And as of today, these things are live, and they are accurate. So they actually have above 95% accuracy, which is much higher than human accuracy, and it's also able to identify issues when they are not confident. So to be honest, it's not just faster, but more accurate than humans. So what we see with clients is that it actually kind of brings a new operational effectiveness revolution, especially in the lending operations. So without further ado, I will introduce László Hankish to the stage, if possible. Thank you very much for coming. Sit down a little. So very highly, Granite Bank is the fastest growing and most profitable bank in Hungary, which IPO'd last year. We are honored and proud to have a long-standing strategic relationship with Granite Bank. So thank you for being here, and actually I would start with the question that could you please tell the people, the audience, that what Granite Bank is, what's the Granite story?
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. So Granite Bank started its operation in 2010 and combined the traditional banking values and the possibility that digital solution, internet and smartphones provided. And in that time, it was really a debate on whether a digital bank is viable or not. Now we know that this is viable, and more than 400 digital banks working worldwide. But the unique thing, I think, what Granite Bank did, that as a traditional values, we keep the strict risk management and liquidity management, while we constantly coming out with digital innovations. And shortly would like to describe how this digitalization fundamentally changed the banking sector, because I think this has a huge relevance, the artificial intelligence and the possible effects of artificial intelligence. We think that the last 15 years was about digitalization, and the next 15 years will be the age of AI. With digitalization, we managed to grow very dynamically. So the balance sheet grew from 25 million to 4 billion euro in 15 years. NPL was very low because of the traditional values. Digital innovation was very attractive for clients, and they wanted to use these solutions. And that's why, and digitalization also gave us a huge cost advantage, as the cost-income ratio went below 40%, and the operating cost to balance sheet was twice as better as the traditional banks. And this altogether resulted in that we reached the break-even in 2014 in the first full business year. And international benchmark is 6-8 years to reach break-even for a greenfield bank. What digitalization also affected, that our working method completely changed. We implemented this agile working method, and because in the past, product owners make up his or her mind, and when they want to introduce a product, they send to the IT developed it, and at the end it worked or not, tested, debated. Today is completely different. Product owners, internal IT guys and external IT guys with Intuitech, from the beginning, these teams working together in order to make super easy to use a banking product, because nowadays user experience is the king.
Is there a chance that you can share any details on the agentic AI solutions that are being deployed in Granite Bank?
Absolutely. We have 2 live use cases. In last year, we introduced a generative AI-based solution for mortgage loan. We call it Granite Guru. It's basically a mortgage loan agent or bank teller. This agent can respond to client question, and also able to put together the best financing solution for the customer, from state subsidized loan with market-based loan, the best solution for the clients. And the result, what we what we account that client activity went up by 20%, while the operator need in the call center went down by 20%. This Granite Guru answered 35,000 client questions with a very high satisfaction rate with the client. So Granite Guru performed better than an average call center operator.
Can I ask that in your view, what's going to be more important? Is it going to be chatbots and voice bots, or it's going to be agents doing operations in banks?
I think the second one, definitely, because we have an agentic AI solution for mortgage loan document processing. We have just introduced it in last week, and the first, we don't know the first result, but what we expect that this agent will reduce the human effort of document processing by 70%. And out of these examples, we think that generative agentic or even more complex AI solution will completely change the next 15 years because this affects all the banking operation from business throughout back office and other service department of the bank, and also risk management.
So 15 years ago, you were ahead of the market in going full on digital. So what do you think how a winning bank in 10, 15 years will look like?
That's a very, very, very hard question. I think AI will intervene all the banking procedures because, for example, in business, the average client we can serve in 1 hour, it could increase to infinite because an agile agent can communicate and contact with the client 24 hours a week. So there is no limitation. So business could be accelerated. Also, back office operation, the time of processing documents will be decreased by agentic AI solution. And what is important that also the accuracy will increase to process this documentation. In terms of risk management, it's also very helpful and I think that AI will give more time to assess the risk factors and reduce the time to put together the necessary documentation and do the analysis on the risk factors. And last but not least, also the other areas as controlling, accounting, the human workload, and also the repetitive, boring workout will be reduced by AI. But what I think very important that we have to monitor and check AI, so we shouldn't let AI do whatever they want, because AI also can hallucinate, can make errors. So we have to control, monitor, fine-tune AI. So I think humans are needed for the future bank as well. And at the end, I think the decision should remain with us. I think that's very important. So the processes in the banks and the client's communication will fundamentally change, but I think the ultimate decision makers and controllers should remain with us, with humans.
That's a very nice way to finishing the conversation. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you very much.